I miss Deirdre. Dear Philippa. I did 100%. I definitely got all of the fragments at one point.
I think we're getting close to some kind of final reckoning.
But yeah.
Before we jump through this gate, we better make sure we're good and ready to fight.
Okay, dear Philippa. The question. My wife and I live in different countries and see each other once a year. The last time we saw each other, we argued all the time and slept in separate beds. I'll be going to see her soon, and I'm worried she's seeing someone else. Although I have no proof, she will expect sex from me, and I think I should protect myself by wearing a condom. How should I broach the condom suggestion without upsetting her, especially if she's actually being totally faithful?
So we better not use
I don't know.
Definitely sure.
So, hang on. Hang on. I'm sorry, there's a smiley face on his wand and I feel like it's my fault. Yeah, have a chat. Like, the thing that I don't get is, like, you see each other once a year. You obviously, you would hope, communicate alternatively, like, in different ways in between and around the yearly, yeah. Are you even married if you only see each other once a year? Like, what is that? It's very strange. Is it like an army situation? I don't get it.
Of course not. We were going to drop by and see you before we left.
That's what we figured. Thought we'd save you.
See, I was gonna get my hair cut like Alyssa.
I hope the future turns out like this.
I didn't.
A place where we can be happy. Sometimes, when it looks like all hope is lost, people can turn against each other. They end up full of hate. But really, when they stop and think about it,
Come on, Hope.
they're making themselves sad for no
I like
reason.
Alyssa's hair. I think it's super cute. I don't think I could ever. Yeah, I don't think I could pull it off.
I was just remembering something.
But I think I'm. Dare I say it? I think I'm a bit too old for it. But
And then some friends showed me a way
yeah.
out.
Right. You mean lightning and
Yeah,
snow?
I don't know. Like, it's a conscious choice
It all
they
began back
made.
then.
Obviously, it's not
I
like
remember, Sarah. Weren't you the first one
Yeah.
who said you wanted to save Cocoon?
they paywalled
because Snow and
Deirdre.
Lightning
Maybe
vowed
because
to
they knew
carry
I
out
was
their
getting
wishes,
content out
and
of
we
it.
all came together back then. And to this day,
This is actually like
little things
the
still
little
keep Cocoon safe.
flicks and stuff. It's about as curly as my hair will
And
get.
maybe lightning does too.
Yes, but the old arc is almost finished. It will
They
fall
did.
soon.
They paywalled Deirdre.
It's going to be hard for many of us to abandon our old
It's just
home.
rude, man. We had so much fun with Deirdre.
When you raise the new arc, maybe you can help our friends as well. They won't have to bear the burden of a world anymore. And just
I'm
maybe,
just trying to think, like,
Fang will be released from the crystal.
I wouldn't, like,
Always
I don't
in the
know.
back of your mind,
If you know
wasn't
you're gonna have sex with
it? If
them,
we abandon
just
the old
say,
cocoon, maybe you could free your
well, like,
friends.
I don't know, like,
Am I wrong?
previously, like, how old are they? Like,
It's okay. We all
I don't
know. We
understand.
wanted to help anyway.
Yeah, you should have
I've
just
had the
stolen
great
the whole
fortune to
paper.
help other people over the years. Sarah and Noel, you were the ones who showed me how
Yeah,
the
I was
future
gonna
should
say,
be.
like,
You gave us all a motive.
wearing
You
a
helped us make
condom
the
when you
academy
have
what it has
sex
Well,
with
we
your
got lost a lot.
wife that you only see once a year
How many times I
seems
almost
like,
gave
you know,
up.
a very small
Maybe it's
aspect
due
of a
to
very
mistakes of the past.
larger
It's part of
issue.
being
It's
human.
that you don't,
But we also have the
you're
ability to
away
build
for
new
a very long
futures.
period of time and you don't trust this
Well,
person.
As you would say, Noel.
You're
Exactly.
gonna have sex with them and you don't usually wear a condom. Like, okay.
Once preparations are complete,
What if
we
she
plan
gets
to journey
pregnant
ahead
and you're
100
away
years.
for a year?
I wanna be
Like,
there. I want to see the
I
raising
don't-
of Cocoon with my own eyes.
what?
I'm sure we'll meet again, Hope.
This is confusing, man.
And when we do, we'll have lightning
Yeah,
with us.
like, if you do spend so much time apart, like, well, don't bring a child into it. Wear a condom for that reason, if anything. I don't know. It's very strange. Yeah, and like saying, yeah, I guess I'm gonna have to have sex with her. Like, if you don't want to, you don't have to. But like, it indicates a very deep issue that you're not addressing, rather than just that you don't trust me. Damn. She's gonna want to see me and she's gonna want to shag me. Bummer. I don't want to because I assume she's shagging somebody else, because otherwise both of us are only having sex once a year. Because that's what we decided. I have so many questions.
I'm sorry.
We're doing an agony and aqua. Somebody is somebody only sees their wife once a year, and I guess in that time, like, let's be real, if they slept in separate beds the last time they met, they didn't have sex, so it's been 2 years since they've had sex, in theory. Or they slept in separate beds but they still shagged. I don't know. It's confusing, man. Yeah, well, that was what I actually genuinely would ask that too. Like, is it a marriage if they've only seen each other like that? Oh, is Philippa really wordy in her response? Oh man. Are you ready to drink, by the way? Because this is about to look really, really savage. Yeah, I mean that could help the situation. Maybe I don't want to get you pregnant, so I want to be doubly sure, because birth control isn't 100% effective. Let's double up. But then again, it's also compounding the fact that we're not talking about our issues. We're just talking about whether or not we're gonna have sex. And I think that's a small part of a larger issue, which is, I'm assuming because we don't see each other for all this time, I don't trust you, and I assume you're having sex with somebody else, and think you may have contracted STDs. Are they STDs or STIs now? I don't know. Yeah, I think we need to address the larger concerns. But then, like, this person doesn't seem interested in that either. They're like, oh man, I'm gonna have to have sex with my wife. It's just a very strange set of concerns. Like, we don't like each other when we saw each other last.
How do I get out of here?
We see each other once a year. But I don't want to get an STD off her.
Wait, is that
It's
you?
very strange. It's a very strange letter. Like I guess, like we've said, like, how old are these people? How long has this arrangement been going on? Because it's weird, man. Okay, whatever. Yeah, it's a very straight, yeah. And break it up into little pieces for me, but yes. Actually, these are just loads of talky bits.
Aren't you? Yes.
Yes, I am a
I
very
am
small
one of many
human.
Yules. From your perspective,
Yeah,
I am
I
a
mean,
Yule
I
from the
guess,
ancient
like,
past.
if... Yeah,
Are we?
maybe they would have to suggest polyamory,
Trapped in this
like,
place?
maybe accept that they might want
I
to see
am
other
not
people in
truly
between.
here.
I don't know, it's
I
very
only
strange.
watch events from a
Philippa's
distant time.
answer: it seems that your marriage is not in great shape.
This place,
Rather than worrying
it is a
about
shadow
condoms,
of
which is what we've
Valhalla.
been saying,
In the
I
depths
think
of
you
the
need to
unseen
think
realm,
and talk about
I
your
see you
relationship
held prisoner.
together. It sounds like you'll need to adjust and get to know each other again, and gradually find a place that feels natural and comfortable for both of you.
Am I
Okay?
stuck here by
Perhaps what's
myself?
needed here is not so
You said
much
you were not really here,
prophylactic
didn't you?
protection,
I exist
but
long
protection
ago
for the
in your
bond that
past,
seems to
and
have
now
grown
you live
weaker.
present as
You're considering a barrier in the form of a condom because you suspect she may have been unfaithful, but it may be worth reflecting on whether this impulse to shield yourself comes from a deeper place, one that's not entirely about her actions. Is this written by AI? Is this an AI answer? It's very strange. I like the use of prophylactic though. Are you perhaps projecting onto her your own feelings of disconnection, or even your own faithlessness towards it? Oh, that's accusatory. That's very accusatory. Towards the marriage, faithlessness doesn't only have to take the form of infidelity. It can be the slow erosion of trust and care, allowing fear and resentment to take up that space that once might have been filled by affection and honesty. Fear turns to hate. Hate turns to suffering. Prequel Yoda. So rather than placing a barrier between you, think about how you might approach this reunion with openness and a willingness to uncover what's real between you now, however uncomfortable that might feel.
If I'm a servant of the goddess, what am I supposed to do?
Rather than treating your marriage as something to be shielded against, perhaps it could be something to nurture and understand, even if that means confronting hard truths within yourself. If a good marriage is what you are both after, then honesty and authenticity will be needed. This is a fucking AI thing.
So the ability to change the future is a gift from the goddess herself.
Be prepared to share truths that may not be easy to express.
I suppose you're another Yule as well.
That means asking and answering questions that go beyond surface matters, letting each of you see each other in your truest forms. Here are a few questions to consider asking each other with the commitment to answer honestly and hear the answers without being defensive. How can we both make each other feel safe? Might we feel more concerned about what in our separate lives?
Once upon a time, there were 6 and 1 Lassie, and their story is a miracle.
What can we do to face it together? What makes you feel close to me? What makes you feel distant? What is something you want but don't feel able to ask for in our marriage? How can we help each other feel free and supported within this relationship? Honoring both our individuality and our union. The purpose of such questions isn't to accuse or defend, but to understand each other. You may find that the hardest work isn't trying to confirm or deny suspicions, but letting go of assumptions altogether. This means committing to understanding each other's inner worlds, entering each other's experience. Intimacy in this light is less about proximity and more about presence, about seeing each other's vulnerabilities and accepting and not judging. When you engage in the kind of dialogue that brings you closer, that lets each of you feel understood, safe, you might find this question of protection shifts. It's no longer guarding yourself from one another, but about being open to each other. Fucking hell. If both of you can lean into this vulnerability, you might find that protection comes not from barriers or precautions, but from a deeper, more resilient trust. So re-establish a bond in which you both feel secure simply by being fully present, honest, by exploring your hopes, your needs, your fears together in that openness. The question of whether you need protection may not. Is it just an AI about going condom equals protection equals let's have a conversation about all of this?
What do you mean?
You're
Is it
knackered.
too late now?
It may not just be unnecessary, but beside the point. Rekindling a marriage takes time. These conversations will need to be revisited, but in committing to feeling really connected, you may find yourself discovering a trust that can withstand distance and change. One more point, just because someone expects you to have sex with them, it doesn't mean that you must have sex with them. Have sex if you want, if and when you both want it. It's an AI response. That's the most AI thing I've read in God knows how long. They put that into an AI bot. Philippa is Philipp.AI.
You're Yule too.
By the way,
Which
maybe
era
don't
do you
like
come
have
from?
sex with somebody if you don't want to. That's called consent. Should we talk about
I am
consent?
the one who lives in all the ages.
Jesus.
I am the one who dies in all the ages.
Philipp.AI.
I am the one who suffers countless partings again and again.
Have you
Yeah,
come
that
to
was
tell me
weird.
something?
What?
You
Just
summoned
one
me
more
here.
point. Don't
In this place,
have
you
non-consensual
can see
sex
all your
with a
heart's
person.
desires come true.
Just don't do it.
I don't understand.
Even if you're married to them.
Look,
Don't do it.
this is the place where all time flows.
Please.
The dreams of humanity are here washed ashore.
It's just weird. Like I say, I feel like the condom brought up the word protection, and it's like, why are you protecting yourself? And the AI bot just was like, just went off on them. I don't. Nothing about that felt natural. That wasn't a concerned person giving a response. It was, yeah, it was just a lot of words. Are they gonna kiss?
But now,
Your journey is over.